when you use a calculated field, you can easily add formulas to your forms, which dynamically compare information, ensure formatting is accurate, and many other things using JavaScript formulas. You can even use calculated fields to dynamically show your respondents information depending on the selections they have made in your form prior to the calculated field. So let me share my screen again. And this time we're going to go a little bit different from how we just did. I want to show the live view of the form, and then we'll go into how exactly that is set up using a calculated field. So with this form, it's just going to be a simple order form where my respondents can come in here and select the items they'd like to purchase, and it'll show them the cost of the items they selected, and then also show them a running total of the cost of the items plus the processing fees and taxes, so that they know the absolute total they will be paying for their order right here from the form. So that if they are like, oh, okay, that's a little bit too much with taxes and processing fees, they can deselect an item. Now, this is where it kind of gets a little cool when we come here to the form builder to build that out. So I'm here. I'm just going to select on this field that has all of the options. And when we go to the options in calculations, this is going to be a variable field titled items. And then I just input the cost of each of the items as relative to the options that they are. So that then when I come here to the cost of items, this is going to be both a calculated field and a variable field. So this is going to be a calculated field where it just pulls in the total of the items field. So like if I select all 5 items, it adds all 5 together. If I just select a few, it still adds those together. But then it's also going to be a variable titled item total. And this item total will then be used in this final calculation where I'm just calculating it out of like, I have a 2% processing fee. So that is applied to the item total plus the sales tax that is 7.5%. So I'll multiply the item total by that, and then ending up with just adding that item total. So this is just one of the ways that you can use calculated fields to really, truly show your respondents that dynamic information, get them all the information they need right in the form. And I'm sure, Kayla, you've got probably quite a few cool examples for this one too.
Oh, so many, as always. Yeah, calculated fields. So they can do more than just math, which is my favorite part. So I like actually seeing calculated fields use single lines of JavaScript. It kind of lets you handle data dynamically on a smaller scale versus on a larger scale. And I actually saw that in the Q&A box a couple of times. So I guess I'm answering one question early, which is, yeah, you actually can reference your custom code, bringing it all together. You can reference your custom code in calculated fields. Yeah, so that's a way to kind of pull outputs from the JavaScript into your form. It's one of my favorite use cases, honestly, with the calculated fields. Because they can not only pull it from your custom code, but, you can do some of the basic stuff that you would be able to do with JavaScript, like, rounding decimals, just, having different text appear in the calculated fields based on like previous variables. We have documentation on that. I'll talk more on that later. But yeah, I've seen them used to do things like indicating who in the company is meant to receive the email notification from the form based on like the respondent's choices. And it's indicated in the form because, of course, you can see it in the response. But it's on the form because they needed to have that data saved when they like exported it as well. And so it's a great way to just handle data, again, in that kind of fine-tuned manner that you might need for this particular form.